What's up, baseball fans, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're peering into the crystal ball. Fast-forwarding to the 2025 season for the Toronto Blue Jays, after a 2024 season that had its fair share of highs and lows, what does the future hold for Canada's team? Is this the year they finally break through and make a deep postseason run, or are they facing a potential rebuild? Let's break it all down, from the roster to the front office, and see what 2025 could look like for the Jays. First up, let's talk about the heart and soul of this team, the core players. By 2025, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette will be entering their final year of arbitration eligibility before hitting free agency in 2026. This is a massive, monumental year for both them and the organization. The front office, led by Ross Atkins, has a franchise-altering decision to make. Do they go all-in and sign both to long-term mega contracts? Or do they face the difficult reality of potentially trading one of them to retool the roster and avoid losing them for nothing? The pressure will be immense. Vladdy's performance will be under a microscope. We all know the MVP-caliber talent is there. If he recaptures that 2021 form and puts together a dominant season, his contract demands will soar. The same goes for Bo Bichette. A healthy, productive Bo is an all-star shortstop, one of the best hitters at his position. But any dip in performance or lingering injury concerns could complicate negotiations. The 2025 season will essentially be the final audition for their long-term future in Toronto. The outcome of these negotiations will define the Blue Jays for the next decade. Beyond the big two, what does the rest of the lineup look like? George Springer will be in the fourth year of his big contract. While he's been a valuable leader, his age and health will be a significant storyline. Can he still be an everyday center fielder and a dynamic leadoff hitter, or will he transition into more of a DH and corner outfield role? His production at the top of the order remains crucial for setting the table. Then there are the supporting pieces. Dalton Varsho's elite defense in the outfield is a given, but the Jays will be hoping his bat continues to develop into a consistent threat. Alejandro Kirk and Danny Jansen form one of the best catching tandems in baseball, but both have had their battles with injuries. Keeping them both healthy and productive will be key. And what about the infield? Players like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa might be gone, opening up spots. This is where the Blue Jays player development system really needs to step up. We've been hearing about top prospects for years. By 2025, it's put up or shut up time. Infielder Orelvis Martinez should have a full season under his belt. The Jays are banking on his immense power, translating to the big league level. Can he cut down on the strikeouts and become the middle-of-the-order force they envision? Another name to watch is Addison Barger. His positional versatility and powerful left-handed swing make him a tantalizing option. We could see him carving out a role at third base or in the outfield. The success of these young players is non-negotiable. The Jays can't afford to rely solely on expensive free agents. They need cheap, controllable, homegrown talent to become impact players. Now, let's shift our focus to the pitching staff, which might be the team's biggest question mark heading into 2025. Kevin Gausman will still be the ace. The anchor at the top of the rotation. He's been worth every penny of his contract, and the team will lean on him heavily. Jose Berrios will also be back, providing a steady, reliable presence as a number 2 or 3 starter. But after that, things get very interesting. Chris Bassett has a mutual option for 2025. Both he and the team will have to decide if it makes sense to continue the relationship. His veteran leadership has been invaluable, but performance and price will dictate that outcome. And the big one, Yusei Kikuchi is a free agent after the 2024 season. After completely reinventing himself in Toronto, he'll likely command a significant contract on the open market. Can the Blue Jays afford to bring him back, or will they have to watch another team sign him away? This leaves at least one, and potentially 2 or 3, spots open in the starting rotation. This is where things get critical. The Blue Jays will almost certainly have to dip into the free agent market. Who will be available? It's too early to know for sure, but they'll need to find reliable arms to eat innings and keep them in games. The other path is through their own system. Ricky Tiedemann is the name on everyone's lips. He's the top pitching prospect the organization has had in years. By 2025, the training wheels should be off. The expectation will be for him to graduate from a top prospect to a legitimate middle-level rotation starter. His health and development are arguably the most important storyline for the future of this pitching staff. If Tiedemann hits, he changes the entire complexion of the rotation. And what about the bullpen? Jordan Romano will still be the closer, one of the best in the American League. But bullpens are notoriously volatile. Key setup men from previous years, like Yimi Garcia and Chad Green, could be gone. The front office will need to continue its savvy approach of finding undervalued arms and reclamation projects to rebuild the bridge to Romano. This is an area where a smart front office can really shine, finding effective relievers without breaking the bank. Let's zoom out and look at the manager and the front office. John Schneider's job security will depend heavily on the team's performance in 2024. If they make a deep playoff run, he's safe. If they miss the playoffs or have another early exit, the front office might feel the pressure to make a change. By 2025, the learning on the job phase is over. The manager will be expected to get the absolute most out of this roster. For President Mark Shapiro and General Manager Ross Atkins, 2025 is the culmination of their long-term plan. The new renovations at Rogers Center will be complete, enhancing the fan experience. But on the field, the clock is ticking. This core group, built around Vladdy and Bo, has been together for years. The fan base is hungry for more than just a wild card appearance. They want a division title. They want a deep run in October. The pressure from ownership and the fans will be at an all-time high. Every move, from contract extensions to trades to free agent signings, will be scrutinized. This is the year their vision truly has to pay off with tangible, postseason success. So, what's the verdict for the 2025 Toronto Blue Jays? It's a classic fork-and-road season. Path 1 is the dream scenario. Vladdy and Bo both have monster years and sign long-term extensions. Young players like Orelith Martinez and Ricky Tiedemann break out and become key contributors. The front office makes shrewd moves to fill the gaps in the rotation and bullpen. The team wins the AL East and finally makes that long-awaited deep playoff run, electrifying the entire country. Path 2 is the more pessimistic view. Contract talks with Vladdy and Bo become a major distraction, and their performance suffers. The prospects fail to make an impact, forcing the team to overpay for aging free agents. The starting pitching depth falls apart, and the team struggles to stay above 500. This could force the front office into a difficult decision: trade one of their superstars and begin a retooling process, signaling the end of an era. The reality will probably land somewhere in the middle. But one thing is for sure: the 2025 season is shaping up to be one of the most pivotal and dramatic seasons in recent Blue Jays history. The stakes have never been higher. Every game, every at-bat, and every pitch will matter as this team tries to finally reach its championship potential. What do you think? Are you optimistic about the Jays in 2025? Who do you think they'll sign? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more baseball content. We'll see you in the next one.